This is Jordan Poyer, safety for the Buffalo Bills, and you are now listening to Cover One Buffalo Podcast. Let's go.
Day 2 of Minicamp is in the books, and based on reports, it sounded like the offense started off a little rough. The Athletic's Matthew Fairburn tweeted out that our good friend Jordan Poyer got his hands on a couple of Josh Allen's passes. Based on my conversations with Jordan, I know my dude has a chip on his shoulder this season after being a Pro Bowl snub. If this defense wants to increase their takeaways in 2019, I really believe that Jordan Poyer is going to be a leader in that department. He's already intercepted 9 passes in 2 seasons, to go along with 9 pass deflections, 1 fumble force, and 2 recoveries. After practice, Josh Allen took some questions from the media, and one of them really irritated me. It's a narrative being pushed that Josh Allen has a, oh shucks, I just want to win mentality. I'm not sure who asked the question, and maybe there's a better explanation to it. But to me, that's a negative connotation, and I don't really like it. I would not want my player to be categorized in that way or stereotyped in that way, because let's not act like Josh Allen doesn't work hard, doesn't work to refine his craft, that, oh well, I just threw an interception, no big deal. He's a professional now, so don't let his positive outlook on things fool us. Of course he wants to win, he's super competitive, but he does work hard at his job. He doesn't have a laissez-faire attitude that stereotype is pushing. Finally, one thing I liked about the press conference and some of the reports out at practice were how there's a competition, a healthy competition between the offense and defense. Guys are being super competitive in 11-on-11s in the red zone. That type of competition between the offense and defense elevates everyone's play, especially Josh Allen, who's going against a very good defense. Specifically, guys like Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde at the safety positions who obviously disguise the coverages really well, so they're really testing Josh Allen in this offense, and that's good to see. So when you have a defense as good as the Bills do, going up against an offense that's trying to find their way, trying to refine their identity from the second half of last season, that's very good to see in practice, to see the guys are really going at it, and when the offense does get the upper hand on a play, as we've heard Duke Williams talking some smack to Trey White, you want to see that mentality. You want to see them going back and forth. You don't want your defense consistently winning against the offense. You want to have some confidence in your quarterback, Josh Allen, and the offense that was obviously a priority in the offseason. So if you missed the entire presser, you know we have you covered. So out to One Bills Drive we go to Buffalo Bills quarterback, Josh Allen.
How's it going, everybody?
Josh, it looked like at one point you rallied the troops a little bit, so to speak. Midway towards the end of practice, what was that about?
Yeah, I mean, we do that often. Just trying to reset, refocus, I didn't feel like I started off very hot and didn't do a great job of setting the tone early for our offense. So just trying to reset, get on the same page with everybody, and just kind of, refocus.
How important, that said, is the last day of this, tomorrow coming, to go out there and be good from start to finish?
Obviously, you want to end great, You never want to lose your last game, so this, so call it our last game tomorrow together, and we want to go out there, we want to execute, we want to perform well, be put in situations that are going to challenge us at the same time, though. So we got to come prepared tomorrow. We're going to be prepared tomorrow to come out and have a good day.
Josh, you said that all you want to do is win. I'm trying to delve a little bit deeper into that thought process. How do you go about, or what have you learned from last year, and how do you go about achieving that objective personally off the field and on the field?
Well, personally on the field, making the right decisions, putting the ball where it needs to be on time, accurately, to let our guys, catch the ball and make plays off the field. It's developing those relationships with our guys, making sure that we're on the same page and we all have one kind of mindset towards the same goal, and that's to win football games.
Do you feel you've gone that far? How far do you feel you've come on the field, especially putting the ball away?
I feel like I've done a good job. I've had a lot of great help around me. Dorsey, having him here, it's been a great addition. Having the eyes like Matt and Tyree and Shea and Coach Dable, and we've been all doing a good job in our quarterback room of seeing things and relaying things to each other, and that open line of communication that we have has been awesome. It's going to continue to grow and continue to get better, and hopefully we'll see some results on the field too.
You do still have a lot to prove.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. First. Yeah. Absolutely. This team does. Yeah. Absolutely.
What about yourself?
Like I said, we move as a team. We're going to try to have that same mindset, and we're going to go with each other.
What did you know about Andre Roberts before he got here? He's really been more of a kick return guy. You saw him last year. You see him do it.
Kicked our butt here, yeah.
But now he seems he's really got a rapport with you out on the field. Can you kind of talk about that, you and him in the country?
Yeah, I mean, we got some good chemistry. Obviously, we get to talk, and similar interests off the field. He likes to golf. I like to golf. That's one thing we kind of have in common. But no, just a super good dude, and being able to talk to him. He's intelligent. He knows the playbook. We're able to talk to each other, and he's really, really quick. He's good in and out of his cuts. Like I said, he's smart. He makes a mistake once, and we talk about it, and he doesn't make that mistake again. So it's good to have that type of guy. He's been around the league for a while. He knows his role, and he's still developing and still getting better as a football player as well.
Jordan Poyer was pretty vocal out there today. Is that getting fired up when he starts talking?
Oh, yeah. We go on and off. I mean, on and off the field, we go at it. So talking smack during the home run derby for Micah High's charity event, and then on the field here. It's good to have that type of competitiveness, that type of challenge. I wouldn't want it any other way. We're out here trying to make each other better, and that's what we're doing.
Going up against that kind of level of secondary, I think that's something, an advantage.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, our defense, look at them last year, what they did, and I think we're only getting better on defense. The numbers that they put up, I really believe we got the two best safeties in the league. How they move. I was just talking about this with some of our guys yesterday. 21 and 23, they might as well be the same person on the field. They're moving in unison. They're very vocal with each other. They know what they're doing. They disguise things so well. It's a real challenge out there on the football field, so that's only in turn going to make us better.
Josh, you're starting to get some of the new guys on the field, like Mitch and Cole, on a daily basis. How are things starting off with getting a rapport with those guys who hopefully moving forward?
It's been awesome. Obviously, they've been sidelined a little bit, and Cole's still not doing the team stuff, but just having him for the routes on there, seeing how his body moves, how he gets in and out of cuts, seeing how low he is to the ground when he makes these cuts. I don't know if you guys seen him. His hips are so freaking low to the ground. It's really crazy how shifty he is. So it's good just to get that timing with him, and obviously Mitch, get him on the field, getting back in that football shape. There's nothing like football shape. You can do all the stuff off the field, but once you get thrown into a game or practice situations, these reps, they add up real quick. So we're catching up there, and we got to be one person this year, me and Mitch. So that's what we're working on right now, having that open line of communication, trying to see the same thing at the same time. And we're working on that, but it's been awesome to have those guys out there.
What's your plan from this point until you report to training?
Obviously still trying to work out, stay in shape, and, actually working out is going to ramp up probably a little bit during this time, and trying to get in the best physical condition possible before we get to camp, but still working on mechanics, trying to get something where some of the guys get together, and whether I have to fly out somewhere or fly out to multiple places to go throw with my guys, that's what I'm going to try to do.
Josh, how do we reconcile just the happy-go-lucky guy you are that we see in front of the cameras, and the beer-chugging guy, who's in public at the stadium, like at the baseball, softball thing, and the competitive guy, that competitive guy being you, who's trash-talking Jalen Ramsey on the field last year? How do you balance that? And because we see in some ways two Josh Allens.
I wouldn't say that. I think I'm the same person throughout. Anytime I step on the field or off the field, I'm still as competitive as anybody out there. But one thing I'm always going to have is a positive attitude, and if you want to say happy-go-lucky, that's okay with me. But it's just a positive outlook on life. It's a positive outlook on our season. I'm really looking forward to what we can do this year.
Where do you draw that from? The positive outlook. Because there are a lot of things on your shoulders that we don't see you bearing in some ways publicly.
Yeah, I grew up with a great family around me. My dad was a huge influence in my life, and the type of attitude that he instilled in me was, don't get bitter, get better. Find a way that you can get better at something instead of complaining about everything. So that's kind of where I get it from, and that'll never change.
Josh, you've got a fine line between pushing yourself to get better and realizing that you've made progress. How do you reconcile that within yourself?
Well, I definitely think, as you get better, you have to kind of step back and see where you've progressed. Obviously, there's something that you can get better at every day, and every day having a certain mindset and trying to pick out something specific to go out and work on. But at the same time, getting out there and understanding, okay, like this part of my game is feeling good. Let's try to work on something else, and then let's revisit this and make sure that thing is good to go. It's going to be a constant grind, though. every time you step on the field, you got to find something else to get better at.
Andre Roberts made a play for you early in practice there, Josh. I know it's early on in that kind of relationship. I know you're going to say you always trust your guys, but when he can make a play like that for you, how much does that kind of reinforce that bond that you're trying to get with some of these new additions to the receiving?
Oh, I mean, it absolutely does, and especially there's a time and moment where as an offense we didn't start off too hot, and he went out there and made a play. And Coach McDermott always preaches, we want smart, tough guys that can make a play to win a game. That's a play that can win a game. So that's the type of effort and type of attitude we're looking for in players.
Josh, last year, obviously, very hectic kind of spring for you, getting drafted coming in here. Compare last year to this year. Has it been a little easier to kind of just get back into the football groove and maybe you're not as scrambly as you were last year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one, knowing where you're living, knowing where you're playing is a huge advantage. Going through last year, the draft process, training in one spot, traveling to all these different spots, and then trying to find out where you're going to play. So that's one advantage. And then two, being in the same system for a year, the same verbiage, same terminology, having such a great rapport with Dabes, knowing the reps that I'm going to get, that's all been super advantageous for me. And I'm super excited that I've been able to do that, and I'm really trusting what's around me. Like I said, the coaches that we got in our room right now are fantastic. We've been doing a really good job in that aspect. So, I'm excited to get back to work here come training camp.
Josh, do you plan on working with Jordan Palmer during this?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Do you plan on working with Jordan Palmer again during this camp?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how many times I will, but getting down there and making sure that mechanics are staying where they need to be or getting better and improving in certain areas. So I trust him, and he's got the resources to help, and he's been a huge help for me.
Going off of that, with Jordan, you saw Tyree for the first time during the pre-draft process. How have you seen growth in him when you saw him out there in California to now being with him every day?
I've seen a lot of growth in him. Working out with him the first couple times, just kind of seeing how he, acted, threw the ball, and things like that, and just to see how much he's changed and how focused he is right now. Not saying that he wasn't focused before, but I think he's really stepped into his mindset, okay, I'm here to get better, and he's been doing a great job with that. He's been pushing me and Matt, and we've been pushing him, and trying to get the best out of each other in meetings and whenever we ask questions in meeting rooms, and it's very competitive in those rooms, and that's how we want it. That's how Dabes has always had it, asking certain questions so you can answer it faster and be the so-called champ of the day. So little things like that, and he's on top of his game, learning the playbook, coming up to me in practice and talking to me and just trying to calm me down if things didn't go wrong. So just to have him like that already has been super awesome.
You just more experience in the receiver room than last year, a lot more experience, more guys with more experience. Just what ways do you sense that's going to help you, or what positives do you see?
Well, I mean, obviously the experience is great, but being in the same system, having guys like Zay, Robert, Ray, Isaiah, Vic, I can go on, but having those guys in the system, and then they can help out, John and Andre and Cole and some of the newer guys. But having that experience and having that knowledge and being able to communicate openly and be on the same page, that's going to be super advantageous for us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.